8 signs 1000 LB sisters won't return for a season 7. Will the Slaton siblings move on to other things? Online speculation about the future of 1000 LB sisters has run amok, and there are signs that the beloved unscripted show will be back for another season. The show, which premiered in 2020, has developed a large following of loyal fans, but that may not be enough to keep the show on the air. Though the series is as popular as ever, it can sometimes seem as if it's run its course. The stars of the show are 37-year-old Amy Slaton and 38-year-old Tammy Slaton, but several of their siblings are also a big part of their story. All 5 siblings have pursued their dramatic weight loss goals over the last few years, and it may be time for them all to move on to other things. 1000 Pound Sisters Season 6 aired recently, and it found the Slatons continuing to pursue their health and fitness goals. Since the show premiered, all 5 of the Slaton siblings have had bariatric surgery, so it can sometimes feel like their journey has run its course. In addition to losing weight, the Slatons have all gone through major personal changes on the show. Over the years, the Slatons have had weddings, divorces, funerals, new babies, and massive fights. Through it all, they've stayed on the path to losing weight, and have lost over 1,000 combined pounds since making their television debuts. Despite the show's continuing popularity, read on for signs that the show won't be back for another season. The Slatons are a close-knit family that spends all their time together, and are always there for each other, in good times and bad. Though it's great that they're so close to each other, it also means that they get on each other's nerves. Over the years, the Slatons have had some major fights. During 1000 LB Sisters Season 5, Amy and 44-year-old Amanda nearly came to physical blows during the family's Florida vacation. During 1000 LB Sisters Season 6, it was Tammy's turn to fight with Amanda. Tammy had moved into a house owned by Amanda, and she alleged her sister was a negligent landlady. After a confrontation during a family meeting went sideways, Tammy stormed out and insisted that her sister was dead to her. The sisters didn't speak for months. They eventually made up, but these massive fights may be getting old, and the Slatons may come to prefer keeping their family conflicts off camera. The Slatons have been on an incredible journey since the 2020 premiere of 1000 LB Sisters. Several of them have changed their lives in dramatic ways, and it's hard to imagine that there's anything left for them to do. Since the show premiered, each of the Slatons have had bariatric surgery. It started with Amy, who wanted to lose weight so she could get healthy enough to have children. She accomplished her goal and gave birth to 2 healthy little boys, Gage and Glenn Halterman. All the Slaton siblings have had bariatric surgery since the show premiered. The second Slaton to qualify for surgery was 44-year-old Chris Combs, who went on to lose 150 pounds. Tammy was next. After her bariatric surgery, she lost an incredible 500 pounds, and changed her life completely. Finally, Amanda and 48-year-old Misty Wentworth had surgery on the same day, in March 2023. Since all the Slatons have had surgery, the show may have run its course. Losing 150 pounds quickly was one of the best things that happened to Chris, but it had its downside too. Shedding so much weight so fast left Chris with a lot of loose excess skin. Aside from the way it looks, all that extra skin is heavy and uncomfortable. It also presents unique hygiene challenges. It's hard to keep all the skin clean, which can lead to rashes and dangerous infections. Chris was desperate for skin removal surgery, but getting there wasn't easy. After losing 150 pounds, Chris wanted skin removal surgery, but there wasn't an easy path. The procedure is a very serious surgery which is extremely expensive, and comes with considerable risks. Chris's doctors wanted him to lose more weight before they were willing to approve his surgery. Finally, Chris earned his approval, and went in for surgery at the end of 1000 LB Sisters Season 6. She may not be as loud as her siblings, but 48-year-old Misty made one of the most impressive transformations. When Misty first appeared on 1000 LB Sisters, she weighed 240 pounds. After struggling with her weight all her life and being on diabetes medication for many years, she decided it was finally time to do something about it. Misty went in for bariatric surgery on the same day as her sister, Amanda, and with the same doctor. After having bariatric surgery in March 2023, Misty lost a considerable amount of weight. She went from 240 to 166 pounds, and she's no longer taking any of her diabetes medication. After losing 74 pounds, Misty looks like a completely different person, and losing weight has made her look younger. A Reddit post by Taco Bellini illustrates how different Misty looks. Misty's incredible achievement may mean her story has reached its conclusion. Amanda didn't appear on the show until 1000lb Sisters Season 4, but she has quickly become one of its biggest stars. Aside from a hot-headed personality that often puts her in conflict with her siblings, a big part of the draw is her dramatic love life. After her divorce from Jason Halterman, she met RJ, and moved to Florida to be with her new boyfriend. Things between Amanda and RJ didn't work out, and he ended up ghosting her cruelly. Amanda was down, but not for long. Recently, Amanda posted a TikTok in which she introduced her new relationship. She shared a photo of herself posing with her new boyfriend, Leonard E. Moore. 3 months and a lifetime to go, reads Amanda's caption. It remains to be seen how long Amanda's new relationship will last, or if 1000lb Sisters will be back for another season. If the show never returns, Amanda's social media feed will continue to be a great source of entertainment. Chris met his wife, 36-year-old Brittany Combs, when they were both working as managers at McDonald's, and they've been married since 2016. The Slatons may be a handful, but it's obvious that Brittany loves her in-laws. They may not be easy to deal with, but they're loyal and are always there for each other. When Tammy needed a temporary place to live during 1000lb Sisters Season 6, Chris moved her into his and Brittany's home. Tammy isn't always easy to get along with, and she probably wouldn't be an easy house guest either. It's not the first time Chris has had to step up for his family. Brittany is always supportive of his decision to help his family, but it could put a strain on their otherwise happy marriage. Chris's daughter and granddaughter were already living with Chris and Brittany, so it was already a full house. Chris and Brittany may be better off without having to film the show. Amy has grown up so much over the years. When 1000lb Sisters premiered, Amy weighed 406 pounds, and was married to Michael Halterman. After having bariatric surgery, Amy quickly shed an incredible 125 pounds, dropping to 281 pounds. When Amy stepped on the scale during 1000lb Sisters Season 6, the scale read 237 pounds. Overall, since she made her television debut, Amy lost a total of 169 pounds. She was able to lose weight despite the struggles in her personal life. In addition to divorcing Michael in 2023, Amy was also diagnosed with multiple mental health disorders and has been committed to healing. At the start of the new year, Amy recently posted her year in review on Instagram. The video clip includes photos from throughout her exciting year. It illustrates her weight loss milestones and the dramatic changes in her appearance. It also centered on her relationship with her sons. After dealing with a lot of chaos in her life, Amy makes a concerted effort to focus on raising her sons, Gage and Glenn. With her life in order, Amy may be ready to move on from the show. The Slatons' unique family dynamic is one of my favorite things about the show. They spend a lot of time together all the time, and, during 1000lb Sisters Season 6, it really started to grate on Tammy's nerves. Since making her 2020 television debut, Tammy has had bariatric surgery and lost a stunning 500 pounds. She went from weighing over 700 pounds to weighing over 200 pounds, so her life has changed completely. Losing that much weight was a completely transformational experience that changed Tammy on every level. Before losing weight, Tammy had limited mobility, so she needed constant help from her family. Now that she has mobility, she's capable of taking care of herself, so she's yearning for a more independent lifestyle. In addition to wanting independence, Tammy also wants distance from her family. If Tammy decides to move on from the show, there won't be another season of 1000lb Sisters.